my English is not perfect, but I have to tell you, your beer is like swill to us. Do I have that right? I'm saying that only a swine would drink this beer.
Yeah, but thank you anyway.
Hey, you guys aren't from around here, are you?
Nein.
The Simpsons was at its creative peak in the mid-1990s with well-written episodes and sharp satire of American society. One thing The Simpsons rightly took aim at was corporate beer and its image over substance advertising. The amount of corporate beer consumed peaked in the early 1980s. Americans drank significantly more of it than they do today, and almost all of it was pale lager. Between 1975 and 1982, Miller Lite, Coors Light, and Bud Light debuted as American brewing kept getting lighter and more homogeneous. In the Simpsons universe, that's right around the time Homer Simpson developed his lifelong fondness for Duff, a heavily advertised lager. After World War II, advertising was essential to the success of national beer brands, in large part because their products were so similar. During the 1970s and 1980s, Anheuser-Busch promoted Budweiser with Budman, a superhero in a red suit and cape, illustrating its king of beers persona as a friendly defender of quality. Budman appeared on posters as a blow-up doll and other kinds of merchandise. In this Simpsons spoof of Budman, Moe's Tavern receives a visit from Duffman.
Are you ready to get duffed?
Hey, it's Duff Man, the guy in a costume that creates awareness of Duff.
Duffman wants to party down.
Mascots like Budman were one part of marketing campaigns for corporate brewers, and Anheuser-Busch made the dog Spuds McKenzie its mascot in countless commercials set at the beach or someplace fun with attractive young people. You might say the 1980s and 1990s was the high water mark for this advertising approach. Appropriately, The Simpsons parodied bikini-clad girls in beer commercials. Let's watch.
With sexism.
Look at all those feminists.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah! All right!
In a 1993 episode, Selma takes Bart and Lisa to Duff Gardens, a spoof of Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay, Florida. In St. Louis, Anheuser-Busch still offers tours of its facility where visitors can see the bottling line and stable of Clydesdale horses. One thing to know about corporate beer during the 1990s was the declining reputation of several national beer brands due to quality issues. The Joseph Schlitz Brewing Company, once a giant of American beer, had cut costs using corn syrup and chemical additives in its recipe alongside a rushed brewing process. The results were not so great. Let's watch Homer and Barney visit the Duff Brewery.
Welcome to the Duff Brewery. Now, I'm sure all of you have heard the rumors that a batch of Duff was contaminated with strychnine.
Right. Right.
That's news to me.
Are you sure? Well, everyone's talking about it. It was even on CNN last night.
CNN?
No, I didn't see
Oh.
Well, it's not true. Let's go. And here we have Duff, Duff Light, and our newest flavor, Duff Dry. Now, this is the most important man on the tour. He's in charge of quality control.
Fine, mouse, rat, fine, syringe, fine, nose, fine.
Let me just say, you're doing a great job, Phil.
Hey, thanks a lot. That makes it all worthwhile.
In our time, Duff beer is commercially available. The Florida Beer Company brews Duff beers for Universal Studios Florida, where the beer is available at Moe's Tavern in 3 varieties: Duff, Duff Light, and Duff Dry. Unsanctioned versions of Duff beer can be found across the globe, and there are plenty of Simpsons fans, myself included, who would order a pint of Duff at Moe's Tavern in Florida, even though it promises to taste a lot like the stuff it's mocking. The Simpsons took the piss out of corporate beer during the 1990s because there was plenty to poke fun of, from the advertising culture of the time to the average American beer drinker. This has been a beer story and a tribute to one of my favorite shows.
Hey, you, let's fight.
Them's fighting words. Duff, please.
We don't sell Duff. We sell Fudd.
Okay, Fud me.